I know you've addressed this on the Orange and Brown Talk podcast. Do you think the Browns make the playoffs this year? And, again, what are some of the boxes that need to be checked if the Browns are, in fact, going to be a playoff team?
Well, the number one thing the defense has to do, in my opinion, is keep getting the ball back and giving it to the offense. So they've got to get those takeaways. That's imperative. If you're getting takeaways and winning the turnover battle, you are winning the football game 80% of the time. So even though that might sound simplistic, it's really not. I mean, that's where you can make your hay. If you don't feel like you necessarily match up with some of the other teams or some of the other quarterbacks, if you can get some takeaways, if you can punch the ball out, if you can get some strip sacks, some interceptions, that's where your defense can really help your offense while it waits for Deshaun Watson to get back. And then when you have the the running game that you do with Nick and Kareem, I mean, focus on those guys and see how it goes. I mean, it's going to take a little while to figure out who they are and what they are. So we'll have to see in those first few games.
Do you think the playoffs are a realistic chance, given that Jacoby Brissett will be your starting quarterback for 11 games?
I think there's a chance. I certainly think there's a chance. I don't know if 9 games is going to get it done this year for one of those wild card spots or, whatever the case may be. I kind of think that you have to aim for 10 victories if you think you're going to get at least a wild card spot in the playoffs, because I think the Ravens will be back this year. I think the Bengals will continue to be good. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are not going to be an easy out necessarily like everyone thinks they will be, just because they're having quarterback issues. They still have a good running game and some good weapons on offense, and they're really good defense. So I don't think that you can necessarily, count those as 2 victories. So I think they can make the playoffs, but I think they have to aim for 10 wins to do it.